Yo, yo, yo. We're doing things a little different tonight. So we on the Three Guys and the Girl page. I'm just giving a couple people a chance to hop on, hop in. Let's stop Marie. What's going on? Shay Moss. Welcome. Wow. There you go, homie. What's going on? What's going on? Bow, what's up, player?
What's going on? What's going on?
Yo, so unfortunately, you know what I mean? I'm what you call I don't even fucking know, but I don't know how to pin. So I was going to like pin, a little bit of information up here, but I don't know how to do it.
I think so. You would have to write it out, and then I think you hold on to the actual comment,
Mm-hmm.
and then it'll say the pin.
All right, bet. I'm gonna do it
Yeah,
from my page. You could speak it out, and I'll like pin it while you speaking it. If you want to do it like that.
gotcha. All right. So beautiful people that are here. Hello, hello. What's going on? What's going on?
What's up,
Welcome
Latinos
to
people? What's up, Vicky?
wel- welcome to Three Guys and a Girl, but right now it's two guys. um, Unfortunately, AJ could not be with us today. But she's good. But she just couldn't be with us today. But she gave us the blessing to move forward. And Mr. L is celebrating a family member's birthday. And he's very big on birthdays. So happy birthday to the family member. He may pop in. We're not too sure. But we told him, hey, pop in if you want to. But if not, he's out, celebrating the birthday. So he gave us the blessing as well to continue.
Most definitely. So tonight we're gonna do something a little different. Obviously, we three guys and a girl. Is those of us who would count. It's two of us. So we're gonna open up the floor and just give a little opportunity for anybody. If y'all want to hop on, just send us a little friend request. I mean, not a friend request, excuse me, a little, video request, and we could bring you on. We're trying to get like 3 to 5 minute segment. Get on, talk your shit, give your opinion, in person, and it gives you a chance just to make a bit more of a connection. A lot of y'all been following us for over a year now. You know what I'm saying? So at this point, it's an opportunity. All I see a couple new heads in here. We appreciate you. Thank you.
Definitely, definitely.
And I guess we can
Yeah.
start with intros. So I'll start. Normally welcome to Three Guys and a Girl. I'm Slim Stay Scheming. I'm known as the Genuine Savage. I represent 973 Vibes. We're found on all streaming platforms. Please go check my guys out. Shout out to J Smooth, Marvin, the crew. Shout out to the Spiritual Tip. Excuse me, found on all streaming platforms as well. Go hit that up. They're doing big things over there, and that's really that. You know what I'm saying? Just thank you for joining us. We're gonna have a good one tonight. You know what I'm saying? So
Yes.
thank you.
All right. What's going on, everyone? For those who don't know, Val, Love Lessons by Val. You can find me everywhere. What I aim to do is to help you guys cultivate the healthy dating and relationship lives that you all deserve. Also do sessions, solos, couples, understanding your dating scene, whatever it is. Please feel free to DM me so we can start. Or if you have any questions, I respond to all DMs. Nothing is off the table as long as you come and you're ready to do the work. And of course, I am part of Three Guys and a Girl. Follow us.
Please go hit our YouTube page up too. We're trying to get that going still. What's up, everybody?
And then
You
for
good though?
those that don't know too, um, you see up there, I don't know where I am on your screen, but if y'all hit that where it says Three Guys and a Girl, our names, and you're not following us yet, follow. Just hit that and then just hit follow. Mad easy.
Yeah. Most of the people is following us, I like to say. Um, Other than that, you good though? I know you said you was feeling good in that little group chat today we had. You said you was in a good spot.
See, when I wake up in the morning, I'm in a good spot. It's the rest of the day that that can
I
sometimes fuck it all up.
I could dig. I'll start off fresh too. What is bond? I woke up good this morning. So I seen Chris Brown last night. That shit was official. I'm sorry.
Yeah?
What's up, Queen? I ain't even see your wife in here. What's up today, Royalty? What's up, Miss Garcia? Um, Yeah, I saw Chris Brown last night. Yeah, that shit was fire, dog. I
That's what's
forgot how
up.
much I like Chris Brown. You know what I mean?
He's a good performer. I won't take that away from him.
Yeah.
A good performer.
Oh,
Oh,
so let me make this one announcement one more time. I'm sorry not to
yeah.
cut you off.
Mhm.
Like I said, normally we are three guys and a girl. We just obviously it's two of us right now. L got a birthday. He may hop in later, and AJ just unfortunately she couldn't be with us tonight, but she's all good, so don't nobody worry. And but we do have two open spots. So if anybody want to hop on and get a chance to rap and just talk, get their 2 cents, we're gonna open the floor for like 3 to 5 minutes or whatever. If y'all want to, talk your talk. All right. So just keep that in mind. Hit the little button and we'll bring y'all on. All right.
Yes, sir.
All right, let's get it. Let's get it
And
popping, man.
before we get started, I just want to
I
quickly
got you.
say that Adair Royalty, my wife,
Oh
she's having
yeah.
a. No, you're good. You're good. She's having
Nah,
a
she texted
sale
me
on
earlier.
some
I
of her.
forgot.
She's having a sale on some of her products, people. So please go check her out, AdairRoyalty.com. You can see all that on her page as well. Please feel free to check it out. DM her if you have any questions as well. AdairRoyalty.com. Let me
Definitely.
get this water.
I ain't going front. I'm gonna cop that. I ain't gonna hold you. I'm gonna cop that 5-piece pajama set that I seen. Okay, that shit look fire. I think special lady nice in that shit. I mean,
And it's nice and silky too, so
yeah, look at
ladies,
sis.
ladies are gonna love it.
Mm-hmm.
They're gonna love it. Let me put the lighting a little bit higher on this. There we go. Yeah, the topics that we have today, man. Whew, I think they're serious conversations that need to be had. I do,
Yeah,
and they can start some arguments too. So,
definitely. So let's start with the first one. Let's start with the first topic.
all
Everybody.
right, fix this here. All right. I'm about to put them on my list here too, just so I have them and I'm ready to queue them up as well.
Yeah.
All right. Do we want to start with the first one that's in the chat?
Let's start with the one that Dave Royalty submitted,
Okay.
and
All
then
right.
we'll deal with the more sensitive one in the middle, and then we'll end with that light video that you posted.
Gotcha. Sounds like a plan. All right. So one of our questions sent in from the wonderful wife. Uh, I think I'm gonna ask the whole thing, I guess. So can you talk about the approach of a stranger you want to get to know? Should it differ if you're a male? Should it differ if you're a female? Why? And then do you believe that you place stereotypes on them before they even approach you?
I feel like we really need a female's perspective on this, but
I agree.
this is gonna be really one-sided tonight. So me personally, uh, I try to treat everybody the same for the most part. You know what
Okay.
I'm saying? Like I will try to give you the energy that you're giving me. You know what I'm saying? So for in essence, if you talking slick, I'm gonna talk slick back. You know what I'm saying? If you talking spicy, I'm gonna talk spicy back. You know what I'm saying? But especially in this culture, I just feel like I gotta let you lead the way a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm not trying
Mm,
to rules make any fucking make you feel uncomfortable. You mean unfortunately females do got some power where they could, how they feel at the time. Unfortunately, you know what I'm saying? And that
yep.
can be a real dangerous game for us men. So for me, I'm always gonna read off your energy first above anything else. You know what I'm saying? Like just me. But I could give you what you give me, no problem. Like I said, you talk slick, I can talk slick back. You talking spicy, I can talk spicy back. But you know, I try to treat everybody like the same. I don't. I try to use as little preconceived notions as possible. You know what I'm
Mm, okay. Nope, I'm with you too. I do my absolute best not to do it, but I know sometimes we slip up, you
saying?
know. If a person looks, for example, the first part of the question, like if I'm approaching a stranger, for example, if they look you know how some people, when you see them, when they're walking or walking by you, walking towards you, they seem suspicious.
Hmm.
You know, like I can't necessarily describe it. They just look suspicious. So your antenna goes up, you know,
Yeah,
especially when you've been in those types of situations where like you want to trust everybody, you're a good person at heart, but you've been through some shit.
yeah.
You tend to start thinking like, oh, you know, I gotta watch out how this dude is moving, how this girl is moving. You don't know. Um,
I mean,
so
I feel like as an African American male, like who's like I'm not from like any islands or anything like that. I do, and I didn't realize this shit, but
yeah.
I do get like prejudged. You know what I'm saying on how I'm gonna conduct.
Hmm.
Maybe I fit some of those stereotypes. I don't fucking know. Maybe I don't. I would like to think I don't. You know what I'm saying? But I
Fair.
do find myself from like, especially in the dating world, like, oh, you know, I mean, you African American, so either A, you're not educated, or A, or you know what I mean, you know, you do ghetto shit or whatever it is. And I, like I said, I may a little bit, but I can also shut that shit off immediately and do, you know what I mean,
Yes.
what I need to do. That may be my comfort zone a little bit, but you know what I mean, I can do what I need to do when I need to do it. You know what I'm saying?
That's fair. Yeah, and I know I get that too because I have resting bitch face. So
Yeah,
you have to, just like you, I'm pretty sure it's the same as you. They have to get to know you so the actual you can come out. So then that preconceived notion goes away. They're like, oh, that's not Slim. Slim is da da da, you know.
yeah.
Um, I hate an aggressive approach, like cocky and just expect you to just want them. I love confidence, but not like an asshole. That's fair to say.
Yeah, I think
That's
that's fair.
absolutely fair to
I, I
say.
I think that's fair to say. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know. Like I said, I think the same thing go for women. Because for me, I hate an overly confident woman. I'm the type of dude. If I walk into a room and the woman is like, just like, you know what I mean? How you doing, Pat? What's going on, Pat? And a woman is like just I don't know. I don't know how to say this. I don't want to say overly confident because I feel like we should all be confident. I'm not
Yeah.
sure what overly confidence is with except you know with the exception of talking shit or like demoralizing somebody. But if I walk into a bar room and I see a nigga is like on her is on this one particular chick, you know, depending on how she carry herself, I may go up to her and just let her know, hey, I'm interested or whatever, but and walk away. But I don't really think I'm gonna be in your dick like that. I'm not gonna be in your dick like that because I don't know. It just, I mean, I don't know if that's a me thing or her thing, but the overly confidence will bother me a little
It's always interesting hearing the different perspectives because everybody's different, you know.
bit. Yeah,
Like if I'm trying to approach somebody, my pre-marriage days, if I was trying to approach somebody, I have to do it lightly, you know, like kind of sort of like you. So like I would let it know, you know, that I'm interested kind of thing, but I wouldn't say it, you know, I'd let it come out in conversation.
yeah,
And then if I get the inkling like this is not going well or she wants me to go away kind of thing, I need to respect that. I need to go away because people want to keep having that conversation. And it's clear as day. She does not want to talk to you. He does not want to talk to you, but you keep the conversation going.
yeah.
No, I don't do that. I pick up those things quick. I'm out.
I, I guess I want to know what like an aggressive approach from a male is. I would love to know what that is. If you could elaborate on that, like, I
Yeah,
mean, is there a fine line between an asshole and confidence? You know what I'm saying?
that's fair.
So,
That's true.
yeah. What's up, Raylo? How you doing? Thank you for joining. Um, you know, is there like a fine line between being an asshole as a male and then confidence, or where's that determining factor? Like, you know what I mean?
Kalina, if that's how it's pronounced, I apologize if I'm pronouncing it wrong. If you want, you could come on here for about 2, 3 minutes, explain your side. We'd love that because again, clearly we're two males. We'd love your perspective.
Nah, she ain't gonna come on.
Nah, but yeah, that's. Oh, and any female in here as well. If you want to share your perspective, please feel free. No problem at all. Um, Raylo, what's up? Just like some said. Should it differ male to females these days? I think it should. Oh, oh, come on.
Oh, shit. See, I had to talk
Okay.
about.
That's Slim's fault. Slim said no. That's your
You
fault,
know what?
man.
No, I was in the PD all day today, and I learned about the power of competition when you're dealing with children. So not that we children, but just psychological.
That's fair. No, some of that stuff sticks with us.
Yeah, send a friend request because I would love to know what the fine line is. 'Cause I don't want to come off like as I would hate to come off as like not being humble or cocky. You know what I'm saying? Like, 'cause I
Yep.
really, I really in my mind, I really think I'm humble. I really think you know, what I mean, conscientious of other people's feelings. You know what I'm saying? That's what I think. So
True.
the fact that, you know what I mean, to be labeled or, you know what I mean, associated with that behavior, it would bother me. You know what I'm saying? Hello, hello.
What's going
Hello.
on?
What's going on?
Not much.
So please elaborate on your comment. Let's read it one more time. You said, I hate an aggressive approach. Well, actually, let's start all over for anybody who joined in. Val, just read the question again. Let's pick you up.
Gotcha. I'll read that top one. So, can you talk about the approach of a stranger you want to get to know? Should it differ, male to female, female to male? Why?
Honestly, it could go either way. But if we're gonna talk about male to female, I mean, as I said, I don't like an aggressive approach. I had a guy who was trying to talk to me. He was like, just real cocky, like you don't like what you see, or you try to come with me, or where
So,
you go,
so,
like, oh, where
so
you going?
let me ask you a question. When you say aggressive, do you mean, are you talking about like, because it sounds like harassment to me, like you rejected the motherfucker
Yeah,
he
I mean,
continued,
there
or
is
do
a
you mean like he's just like you said, oh, look at me, I'm flashing my jewelry type of way?
Of course. I mean, there's definitely going to be those people who are going to be like who expect the attention.
Yeah,
But I'm
Yep.
thinking of a person for me personally. I like the approach of like not. I like the confidence where it's like but you're polite with it.
Yeah.
How are you doing? Do you want to drink? How's are you out here with your friends, or like what are you up to, or like
yeah,
just be calm, but also don't be afraid to talk to me.
yeah,
Because
yeah,
with the aggressive people, they're the type that be like, trying to get straight to the point. Like, what you
yeah,
trying to do?
yeah. Got you.
You want somebody who's actually able to facilitate the conversation, actually show you that they're interested in getting to know you, what you like, what you don't like, kind of thing. And then, I mean, and depending on where you're at too, like let's just say, for example, you're at a poetry slam, like you'd want to talk about those kind of things together, as opposed to like you just said, like, hey, I like you, I think you're cute, let's go do something.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but I mean, I think that depends on the setting too. And I think that go back to like energy and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Like in a poetry slam, I'm sorry, but I'm not going to a poetry slam expecting to leave with no ad. I'm not. I'm not. If I do, that's an unintended consequence, and that's dope. But I'm not. That's not my intent to go to a poetry slam. I told you to enjoy the poetry. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
so. I think, you know, what I mean, I think it depends on the situation, on the energy, and that's how I said earlier. It depends on what you're putting out. You know, what I mean, I'm always going to pick up what you're putting down. You feel what I'm
Yep.
saying? But I'm only asking about the aggressiveness because I had a boy from back in the day who used to be like, "Oh man, you talk to me
Uh-oh.
like woman aggressive," like, and I'd be like, but what you just said speaks to a point where I wasn't really like meat. I'm not a meat, but I'm a meat and potatoes kind of guy. You know what I'm saying? So I'm a very like type of man. So sometimes I have to be conscientious that when I talk to people because it can come off like you said, similar to RBF, it can come off like, oh, you're overly aggressive, or why is your tone? My tone could be very fucked up. Sometimes
Tone.
I catch my own tone. Excuse me. Sometimes I catch my own tone. My tone be fucked up. You know what I'm saying? And so, my daughter says it like so, and it's never,
Mm-hmm.
intentful intent. You know what I'm saying? So,
Mm-hmm. I think it was a couple weeks ago. I think I was extremely drunk, but I gave my number out to a few people,
Mm-hmm.
and the next day, the next day I got messages, and this guy was like, "Yo, what's up?" And I was like, "Hi, what's your name?" I don't barely remember half of this shit. And he was like, "Oh, I'm such and such." He's like, when you try to meet?" I was like,
yeah, yeah, yeah,
I don't know. I don't know yet. And he was like, all
yeah.
right, well, let me know because I'm free. I was like, well, what's your work schedule like? And he was like, well, I'm free the next 2 days. I'm like, all right, he probably don't got a job. And then I'm like, and then he was just like, all right, well, let's send me a picture of you. I'm like, do you not remember me? I mean, I know I was drunk, but he was just very like aggressive with the comment,
Yeah.
like send your picture right now. I'm gonna send mine, and I didn't send shit. And he was still waiting like a good 24 hours, and then sending me a picture of himself. It was just like, all right, send yours now. I'm like, why are you so aggressive? What is going on here?
I got a question.
Absolutely.
I got a little side note,
Mhm.
and sorry, this is a tangent. This ain't got shit to do with nothing, right? It don't, right? But you just said something. You was like, yo, you figured a nigga ain't got a job, right? Is that like a common theme with like niggas, like bum niggas not working or something? Like, because only reason why I say that is because my
Mm.
homie posted some shit on Facebook the other day that said, "Hello, what's up, K Spot? Appreciate you joining." Um, asked to about Jen, you too, King. Appreciate you. Um, my man posted on Facebook the other day this post that said it was something like, "Oh, what happened to the woman who robbed men back and packed his lunch for work?" Right? Okay, that's his opinion. Whatever. Right? A
Mhm.
lot of females, like people I know, was responding like, "Oh, what happened to the niggas who actually work, or the niggas who?" And I was like, and so this whole shit started. That shit blew my mind, and I started. I mean, I hate to say this if you're listening, you know who you are. I started thinking in my mind like, who the fuck is you dealing with? Like, who the fuck is these niggas dealing with? Where like,
Good
that's like
question.
shocking all that somebody actually like work 9 to 5 and is not running scams or pulling jukes and shit. Like, where the
Yep.
fuck? You know what I mean? Like,
I mean, it was like the big like the week. It was during the week, and I'm like, see, you don't work the next 2 days during the week at all.
so what
Not
you
even
think?
like. I mean, there are people who have that kind of schedule, but I was just like, something don't seem right, especially the way the conversation went.
Yeah, yeah,
And
yeah.
then when he sent the picture, I noticed that he had headphones and a microphone in the back, so he was a rapper.
Uh,
So I was like,
mm,
I
mm.
see why you have off.
Red flag. Yeah,
See,
I'm not that's
what
funny.
what
I
if he
hate.
was a podcaster though? What if he was a podcaster?
You know what? If y'all want, I can send y'all the picture right now. You tell me. You tell me if this man. You tell me if this man is a podcaster. I, and if he was, I wouldn't want to listen to him anyways, especially if we're there tea
Damn.
talks, because then you'd be. I could.
That's like a red flag for me. I guess it should be a red flag for a woman. I feel like, but if I meet like a homie and shit, and like you tell me he a rapper, like I swear to God, I'm not gonna say I won't be your friend, but I'm gonna be like, all right, I'm gonna keep you like over there. You know what I'm saying? Like I am. I hate to say to all my niggas out here, if somebody ever see this shit, one of my homies ever see this shit, then I'm gonna keep you over there.
Too funny. Too funny.
Sorry, but that was my little tangent. I apologize.
Hey,
So
stereotypes. Stereotypes.
yeah, I guess so, right?
You
I
know,
guess
hey,
so.
we have these. I swear, every single person here has these stereotypes, and sometimes we don't even necessarily we don't pick up on it until we're actually
Yeah.
talking about it.
Well, that's what it is. Like you can't help. I feel like you can't help but stereotype, but it's our job as like decent humans just to be
Yep.
conscientious. Or any
Boom.
asshole behavior that you have. Like I said this before. Like I truly believe that we are who the fuck we are. Like the nigga
Yep.
selfish. You say my tone is fuck.
Mhm.
It is. It is what it is. Right. As loving as my heart is, and as I want to say the world, my tone could be fucked up. It's up to me now to be. Now that I know that to be conscientious of that for the rest of my life and check it when I can and try not to keep that shit at bay. But you know, stereotypes, fuck it.
You want to leave us with one last message, Miss?
Mm. Um. Let's see. You know what? I just listened to a podcast and they said something, and I wrote it down. It was a quote by Maya Angelou. It
Rock on.
says, "Trust love and trust it one more time."
Nice. Fucks with it. As a lover of love, fucks with it.
Yep.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Thank you for coming. Appreciate
Yeah.
you. Appreciate your support. All right.
All right. Thank you.
Yeah.
I think every time we hop somebody on, it's gonna mess up our. Oh, word.
No,
Okay,
we're good.
word.
We're good. We're good. Hello, Rachel. Hello, Don. Appreciate you for joining. Once again, so I'm just gonna take a minute, pause before we switch topics. The next one's gonna get a little heavy, y'all. To reintroduce, I'm Slim Stay Scheming, known as the Genuine Savage, found on IG. Please go follow all our pages. Represent 973 Vibes, found on all streaming platforms. Representing Spiritual Chip on all streaming platforms. Go follow all that. We are three guys and a girl. That's my man Val. We also do run it with Mr. L from the mind of Mr. L, Southern Gent, Southern Dom, and the Miss AJ Badass Jones, host of Chronicles. Unfortunately, they couldn't be with us tonight, so we are hosting it ourselves, holding it down for the crew. For once, we've been doing this for like a year now. It's a lot of new faces in here, and I really appreciate it.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. We are opening up the floor, so we're about to have another discussion real quick. If anybody want to hop in, just hit the little request button down here, and we will give you the floor 3 to 5 minutes or even longer. If it runs, we just flow our vibe and energy, and we'll keep it moving, all right? So with that being said, our next topic is micro-cheating. Micro-cheating. Do you happen to have a definition of micro-cheating on you, would you?
I do not, but I can quickly pull it up for you.
Pull it up for me, please, and just read it out loud so everybody can.
I got you right now. Okay, so micro-cheating is defined as a set of behaviors that flirts with the line between faithfulness and unfaithfulness.
Nice. Read that one more time, please.
All right. A set of behaviors that flirts with the line between faithfulness and unfaithfulness.
All right.
Micro-cheating.
Micro-cheating, right? So, an example, just to put it in a little bit of perspective, to give it context, the way it was explained to me, the way I understood it, micro-cheating is anything, for the most part, you can put in a box, anything that you would do or any behavior you would conduct where you would not tell your partner.
Boom.
That's the best way I can sum it up.
I like that. Yep.
If it's something that you could do and that you would do, and you know, I mean, if your partner would say, "Oh, well, I know if I told you, you would be upset, or you would take it this way, or you would take it out of context," that's it. Hello, hold on. Let's pause it. The God has joined.
Mr. L, can you hop on?
Yeah, I got him right now.
Oh, you got him?
Now.
Okay.
Nice. He only gonna be on for like 30 minutes, so we gotta give him his juice. What's up, player?
Fellas, how y'all feeling?
Was you whipping it in the kitchen? Was you whipping it?
Still am in the middle of
it. Still getting it?
Still
okay.
Can I get that bus now?
Oh,
shit.
There we go. Now I had to turn the Wi-Fi off. For some reason, Instagram works better when my Wi-Fi is off than when it's on.
Yeah.
I don't get it. But if it's
Mr. L, I think you got a fan, player.
If it works, it works. So what's going on?
What's going on? What's up?
What's going on?
Boy, you be. So we about to discuss micro cheating, but I would like for you to introduce yourself and give us your spiel real quick.
Cool.
A lot of new faces.
Word. Okay. What's going on, everybody? I'm Mr. L, host of From the Mind of Mr. L podcast, even though we're still on hiatus right now, but it is a kink-friendly podcast. We discuss topics surrounding sex, whether it is sex, relationships, dating, kinks, toys, love languages, holidays, all that good stuff. I have these gentlemen, so if you've been listening to them for the past 34 minutes, I've had both of them on multiple episodes. You can come on and check that out. But as always, I am the compassionate Dom, since you will say this, Southern Gent with a sprinkle of filth, Mr. L.
Boom.
L. All right. So we are talking about micro cheating. Give us the definition of micro cheating one more time, Val. Please.
Gotcha. Let me pull that right back up. All right. Micro cheating. You know what? I liked your definition though, so I'm gonna say mine, but then say yours right after, okay?
Okay.
Because that was dope. Okay. Micro cheating. A set of behaviors that flirts with the line between faithfulness and unfaithfulness.
All right. So what I did was I elaborated on that, and I defined it as, to put it in context and perspective for people. I
Hmm.
said that it is pretty much any behavior that you would conduct that you
Mm-hmm.
would not tell your partner about, that you feel like, oh, you wouldn't, I didn't tell you, I knew how you would react, or, I knew you would take it out
Hmm.
of context, or it was not,
So,
I mean?
so you're doing something knowing that they're not gonna like that.
And your purpose to keeping it away from them.
And your purpose,
Yeah,
you didn't
yeah.
cross the line, you didn't do anything, but
That's still crossing the line, though.
is,
Hey,
is it
come
something
That's
with
the
it. Come
thing.
with it.
That's still crossing the line. If I'm doing something, even so let's take it this way, since it's us three, y'all my boys, right? If
right
I know there's
before?
something that y'all, what's going on, Nick? If I know that there's something that y'all don't like, right? And I
Yeah.
call you my boys, I call you my brothers, and I do it even behind your back, even though you're not there to see it. I'm still crossing the line because I'm claiming you guys as this. We have that relationship going on. So taking it a step further in a relationship, someone who I am committed to, you know,
Yep.
if I'm doing something that I know that they're, and I'm purposely trying to keep it away from them, then absolutely I'm crossing the line. I'm crossing a trust line. Um, Hell, there's a communications line that's being crossed because if I feel that way that I need to do this, then obviously, I could communicate like, babe, I feel like I need to do this no matter what. Um, so yeah, it's definitely multiple lines that you are crossing. I don't even remember what the question was or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
I started rambling. I thought I was gonna
It
get in on a
activated something.
masturbation conversation.
No, no,
No,
no,
you're good.
Um, so did
no.
y'all
No, I'm
real quick?
saying, yeah, no, I could dig that. I definitely agree with that. I think there's some people who would differ. You know what I'm saying? But
Right.
Of
I just feel,
course.
I mean, and don't get me wrong. I have, like, for myself, I'm a flirt, right? I love to flirt, and that is one thing that I think that my flirting has its limits. I could just flirt to make somebody smile, or I could be flirting to get some extra fries. If I'm in a relationship, I'm not flirting to get no pussy. I'm not flirting. So I would hope
yeah,
that my woman understands, like, oh, okay, he's just, he this is a part of him. Not that I'm going to do it in front of her face or egregious or anything like that. But even as sometimes we've talked, even being nice can come off as flirtatious,
definitely.
you know.
Yes.
But like I know if, oh, I don't like you talking to a woman that way. All right, cool. If it's something that I can see that I can change, or I don't have an issue with changing, or not doing, especially if they find it disrespectful, then cool, got it. Now sometimes it just naturally might come out because again, natural flirt, like
Yeah.
I've been that way, but it's not intentional.
Do you feel like you're compromising who you are by doing that?
Mm.
No, no, because at the base of it, it's not what makes me who I am. It's kind of like we look at it as people's morals. Your morals. That to me, that is who you are. So like when it comes to flirting or something like that, it's just it is a part of me. Yes. Do I feel
Okay.
like I'm losing or compromising myself by not doing it? No, not really. And I say that now, not being in the situation, because I could get in the situation and just be like, damn. Usually I would say this, like that is naturally like who I am.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna say no for now, but there could be a possibility of it in the future in the situation. Like it's easy to say no, not being in a situation,
Yeah.
So
That's fair. Yeah, man. Micro cheating, I'm going off of what Slim said. I think it's different for everybody. And if you have a different definition of micro cheating, that is totally fine. But the most important person that needs to know what your definition is your partner. Because if you are talking to somebody else that you are really not supposed to be talking to for a good reason, and you go behind your person's back and you're doing it, micro cheating. Especially like if you guys had a history, you cheated on your partner with this person prior, things of this nature.
So
Is it
yeah.
wrong to
So
compromise in a relationship to a
so
certain
Nene.
degree?
So Nene. Yeah. Welcome. If you want to elaborate on that, you can join. You can hit the plus, and you can come in and just speak on that
Yes,
a bit more if you want. We had another guest on here early tonight. If you want to join, hit that plus button, and you could expound on that a bit.
because I like that question. I would love for you to come on. I want to hear this. But yeah, it's I've seen people blow up from this micro cheating only because, oh well, I knew that you didn't want me to talk to this person, but I really needed to talk to them. You know, we're cool like that, and I just didn't want to make you mad. That for some people, that's grounds for dismissal. Why would you want to destroy your relationship over something like that? Come on, can't do that. I would, but I'm sleeping.
That's
Give
cool.
give us 3
Yeah,
minutes. Give us
That's
three
all
you,
right.
minutes.
Nene, you're doing a really good job of sleep texting. Then I'm just throwing it out there. But yeah, I agree with you, Val. Because like one thing that I had an issue with like in the past with one of my partners, it was like there was something I saw, that I didn't like, and it was a certain person. And so we had a conversation about it. I'm not gonna lie, like I didn't handle it the best way at first, but like after we came back together, this, that, or other, it was, you know, I thought we had an understanding, but then I would see this
Okay.
person's name pop up on phone calls and things of that nature, and I'd just be like, to me, like, I don't like this dude.
Mm-hmm.
Why is he calling? Like, and at that point, if you feel as strongly to that you need to talk to this dude versus me not wanting you to talk to him, or like me feeling some type of way about it, go ahead, he got you. Because like you want to put that, you're
I'm
putting
sorry.
more
Hold up.
energy in that. Go ahead.
Good night, Nene from the UK. You got
Good
that. All
night.
right.
Good night. I give you that. I
We
apologize.
do that. We apologize. We worked with AJ multiple times from over there, and this shit, we get the time difference. All right. You got that. Good
They're
night.
gonna take it easy on you. It's 2 o'clock. You be all right, girl. Come on.
Yeah.
No, I'm just playing. I'm just playing.
Come back.
Um,
Come back.
hey, if you would like to stay on, I will not tell a soul that you are awake right now. As far as I'm concerned, you sleep. You don't have to go to sleep just because we invited you on. Um, so Slim, what do you think? How do you feel about it?
Oh, no, I'm with all the shit, bro. Like, I'm just with all the shit. Uh, I think you said a major point when you communication. You know what I mean? I did a
Yes.
PD the other day before my way back to work,
Hmm.
and my leader he made one of the team building things he asked was the three most important things in a relationship to make a relationship work, and he meant although we're all teammates, you're not a romantic. He was talking about a romantic relationship, right?
Right.
So for me, my type three was communication, loyalty, and respect. And something you spoke on, you said first and foremost, communication line boundary was broken. I mean, it was crossed, so it wasn't crossed, I should say. There was a lack thereof. Um, I think that's very important. I think that's a good point that I never thought of. I always thought about the trust factor, which is monumental and major and leaves voids and leaves insecurities and all that bullshit. But then there's
Mm.
the whole fact that you didn't even like communicate, whatever have you. So whatever it was, you didn't communicate. And
Right.
for me, I'm a concept guy and I'm a why type of guy. What's up, Candy? I'm a why
Can't
type.
do it.
I'm a why type of guy. You know what I'm saying? So the fact that you didn't, I know that you intentionally did not communicate this to me. You intentionally you made a conscious
Yeah.
choice to
Yep.
do that. You know what I'm saying? And for me,
Imagine.
that's what hurts.
Imagine. My bad. I didn't mean to cut you off, but I wanted to get this out before I lost that thought. But like as a kid, right? You do something, you mess up, and you try and hide it, cover it up from your parents. Where all you had to do is communicate to them, like, "Hey, mom, dad, I accidentally did this. I spilled
Mm-hmm.
I'm
this
sorry.
instead of, yeah, or if you feel like, and as we mature and get older in relationships, you know yourself for the most part. Like we're constantly finding out things about ourselves on a daily basis. But even then, like if I know that I'm gonna do this, but I love this person, or I'm claiming that I do, then like, hey babe, I've been feeling like I need to do this, or I've been like really tempted to do this, and I just wanted
Yeah,
you to know, and you don't know if your partner could either help you through it, give you some words of encouragement, something. I mean, she could cuss you out, or he could cuss you out, whatever. But either way, like the fact that you communicated this to them goes a long way.
yeah,
It goes a long way. And it
yeah.
also reminds me of kind of like when you think about the micro cheating thing is I forgot what it's exactly called. You could probably both of y'all probably could tell me, but like when if you're at a red light and nobody's around and you run it, you're not
And
doing the
anybody
right thing,
actually see you do it. Yep, I'm with you.
you know.
You know what?
But like technically, yes, you still broke the law,
Oh,
even though
Hmm.
nobody saw you do it. Even though the
Hmm.
person who is supposed to catch you doing those things didn't see you do it, you still broke the law. So if you're doing these things that you know that you're not supposed to do because your partner doesn't like it, or is asking you not to do it, and they really feel some type of way about it, then yeah, you're still breaking that trust and breaking that relationship and micro cheating.
Yeah, and when I say microchip, I don't mean like a fucking, you out somewhere at the bar one night, some chick at the bar, and you just, you there, she there, maybe some flirtatious vibes. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about like a sustained shit, like habitual behavior, or
Mm-hmm.
you intent. That's what I mean. Because we all may have those nights you out with the fellas, you know what I'm saying, or she out with the girls, and
There's
you
nothing wrong with a conversation,
ain't nothing wrong with a conversation,
and,
nope.
and like both,
But
I'm going to trust that my woman, she only going to let conversations go but so far,
go so far, keep a boundary.
and
But that's the
likewise,
point. The minute
yeah,
like shit start getting exchanges and you know what I mean, like numbers and WhatsApps,
exactly,
motherfucking Instagrams and shit
Get
like
the
that. For
conversation.
me, it's like you're trying
different
to
conversation.
sustain. Yeah, that's a different conversation. And you know what I mean, it could be built on, oh well, this is a networking thing, or this is a business thing, or this is a
Right.
opportunity thing. But I just feel like that becomes like a fine line. You feel what I'm saying? And then so take that aspect combined with the fact that you still felt the need to keep it away or
Yep.
isolate me from it or whatever the case may be as your partner. I felt like that would, all types of fucking antennas and flags and shit start going the fuck off. You feel me?
If it's a
Right.
business venture, why are you hiding it from me? That'd
Yeah,
be my question, honestly.
Right.
that's a good point.
Yeah.
But back to I think Nene probably got off. So if she did or if she didn't, compromising in a relationship. So I don't think we actually answered the question.
Oh, that's fair. That's
Um,
fair.
but is it wrong to compromise in a relationship to a certain degree though? Val, you want to take this first since you are the relationship dating
Yeah.
and love expert?
I think compromise should be the number one thing that y'all do in a relationship, because under compromising, then you have the communication. I know Slim's going to say that. Definitely communication. That respect factor is going to come from compromising. Although, obviously, the person that you are wanting to compromise with in a relationship, you should already respect them to even want to compromise in the first place.
Absolutely.
Um, if you can't compromise, if one of you guys get upset when trying to compromise or that conversation even comes up, to me, that's a red flag. That means you want everything your way. Yes, there's some people out there that will let everything go, it's your way. Great. I hope that you find that person. That's not everybody. You're gonna have to compromise with people. So that's my opinion. No compromise equals red flag. Compromising needs to be one of the number one things that you guys do in your relationships.
Slim?
Ditto. Right. What can you say to that? You know what I mean? Like, I think you're right. I
Sure.
think the give and take. And I'm not saying compromise, and I'm not saying compromise yourself to the point where you got to change like Elle said, your morals and your values to use as a core. I'm not saying
Yes.
that. Don't change who you know what I mean? But, you know what I mean? Unfortunately, we beings and we got to live with other people and be around people. You know what I mean? It is a relationship
Absolutely.
of any nature. You know what I'm saying? You had to compromise in school. You had to compromise with fucking teachers. You had to compromise with your parents.
And
You
you got
know,
to compromise with the motherfucker driving beside you on the road sometimes.
yeah.
That's
Half
You
the,
fair.
don't even know.
half the times you got to compromise with your motherfucking self. So,
I like
you know
that.
what I'm saying?
You
I
don't.
like that.
A
Like,
little bit too much.
you know what I mean? So, you know what I mean? That's just a part of life, bro. That's it.
Agreed. Yup.
What
I
about
agree
you, Mr. L?
100%. I agree 100% with everything y'all said. I'm gonna probably just reiterate everything y'all said except a different way.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, you just don't lose yourself in the compromise. Like I said, if there's something that you know your partner doesn't like and you feel that strongly about them that you are okay with, okay, I can work on this, or I can see it from their point of view, their perspective. Um, because three words that Slim said: give and take, give and take.
Oh,
You got to give something, but also you need to be receiving something as well.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Exactly.
nobody's perfect. Absolutely nobody's perfect. So therefore, I do believe that compromise is necessary in order for two things to come together and to work together. I think that in a lot of different aspects of life, whether you look at technology, machines, you look at cooking, there are things in those ingredients, things in those machines that, okay, hey, you got to do this, but then I got to do this. All right, you're not doing that. I need you to do this. There's some type of compromise of working together. I think that's more what it
Yes.
is. It's more of a working together than a compromise.
Yeah.
No, don't get me wrong. There are some things worth sacrificing for your relationship. And we'll say like days, say if they really need you on a Saturday, but Saturdays are your days to go do this. If you know they really need you, you could sacrifice, that Saturday or something to go kick it with them. Again, as long as it's not your morals that you are giving up, what really makes you you.
Morals.
Yeah. It's a lot different from sacrificing something you believe in and a motherfucking Saturday night.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Like, those are two very different
Mhm.
things. You know what I'm saying?
Or talking to somebody. Like, so Val, I'll pose this question to both of y'all. Both of y'all can answer it. But, there are situations where people don't want people to have certain friends around. So if your significant
Mm.
other came up to you and was like, hey babe, like I really don't like, we'll say, and for this sake, a woman, who's a friend of yours. At when do you, or how do you process when it is to compromise? What would the compromisation be in that situation? I guess how should you handle that?
So for me, I feel like I have had that happen before, and it depends. Like, I mean, mostly for me, if I meet you, nine times out, 10 times out of 10, I would never introduce a new female friend to my lady. I would not do it. I would never do it. I would not do it. If I did, it'd be like, oh shit, she into this, you into that, y'all two should be into
Yeah, I'll
that
be
together. Go that way. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the way. You know what I mean? That's the
so
way.
so after your relationship, then Slim, do you cut off making new female friends or women friends?
Yeah, yeah, for the most part. I mean, yeah, for the most part, yes, I do. Yeah, I
Okay,
do, and I can tell you why.
we know. Hey, I like how you leaned in the camera line. I can tell you why.
I'm just saying,
Uh,
for the
Val,
most part, like for the most part. What do I? What do I need to talk to women?
what Slim is trying to say, ladies and gentlemen, time for the hood nigga translator to come in.
There we go.
Nah, I'm just messing. Go ahead, Val.
Can you tell me the first question again? I'm sorry, because Slim got me dying over here.
All right. So the first question was, at what point or how do you handle a situation where your wife comes to you and says, "Hey, I don't want you being friends with this woman anymore
Mm.
Chocolate
or at
Sunday.
all?"
Dang.
So I would want to know why. Just like Slim, I'm a why person. Like, let me understand what about this individual makes you feel uncomfortable. I'm going to assume you're uncomfortable because you would not come to me and tell me not to talk to this person unless there was something there. I would hope there's something there. So if it's like the wife says she secretly likes you and I know it because so and so said this, show me the proof. Like,
Yeah, I need
especially if I
concrete
don't know
evidence
this,
though. You
especially
can't just go on my
you can't just say it because then it's like you might start feeling like, oh, this person, my wife does not like this person, so that means I automatically have to stop talking to them. Like, that's kind of messed up. So then you're right in that line of you want to compromise, but at the same time, if you do compromise, you don't really know what you're compromising for, in a sense. Like, tell me what did this person do to you or do to this relationship to make you feel you want me to stop
So
talking to him?
I
so
got
I want to pause right there, Val, and ask if at that point is it a sacrifice, her asking you to do that, and then it leads into a compromise.
I would say that it would be a sacrifice that
Mm-hmm.
can potentially, as more details arise, will turn into a compromise. Especially if the details is, oh, I just don't like her.
yeah,
Me personally, I don't feel like that's a big reason. Now I feel like
yeah,
you're controlling who I speak
But,
to.
but baby,
You
I like
know,
her. I don't like her like that,
yeah,
but I
yeah.
like her.
But I like her.
So
Yeah,
you don't have
yeah.
to be around her.
but so
Mm-hmm.
one time, what happened with me? Right, I was in a
Yeah.
situation where I had a friend. Right, I knew this friend. You know, before around the same time where I met my significant other at the time, and she used to say like, well, I think she this, or I think she kind of like got a crush, or I think she feel you. you know, and I know sometimes men can be oblivious. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes we really can, right? I didn't
It's
see,
either we're
and to
oblivious or
the,
you think everybody wants to.
yeah, one or two, right? So,
That's fair.
so I would, you know, of course, I'd be like, now I don't know what you're talking about, right? One time we were
Right.
all together, we were all playing Uno together. This is a very distinctive time, right? We were all playing Uno together, and during the Uno game, like my friend was like started like going really like hard against the girl who I was seeing, like my girl at the time was like, oh, we gotta get her, and you know we gotta beat her, like no, what you blah blah blah, and it was like OD, and it kind of to the point where I even noticed it, like it made me uncomfortable. So at that point, initially, like I was like, you know, I was trying to get her the benefit of the doubt, and I don't think she had a crush on me necessarily, but I do think it was a sense of like almost like jealousy or like, oh, this my friend or this my man, you know what I'm saying? Or not, I mean, because we were never, it was never no type of intimacy or anything between me and my female friend. But the fact that she was so hard against the girl I was dating, I thought it was fucking weird. You know what I'm saying? And at the time, I never like we never spoke on it or anything like that because it seemed like a subconscious behavior based on what I analyzed at the time. Like she didn't realize
Mm-hmm.
she was fucking doing it.
Yep.
But she didn't see how she came off. You know what I'm saying? So I never checked it. I never addressed it. But what I did do was distance myself, you know what I mean, from her a little bit because it was a little weird. And, you know, I made sure that my, you know, the chick at the time never got involved.
So, Kaylin,
We got a couple
Val,
questions.
were you done?
Got a couple questions.
What you were saying?
Yeah, no, I'm done. I
You
wanted to
good?
answer some of these questions here.
Oh, yeah, go ahead.
Cool.
Yeah, I just seen them.
All right. So, Kaylina. That's what we're gonna go with. Kaylina Garcia.
Wait, hold
So
up,
we're
hold
gonna
up, hold up, hold up.
transition.
I got questions in the box, though. I got questions right here in my box. Come first.
Oh,
Yeah. So this question, I'm not sure where it came from. I'm sorry, I do not see where it came from, but it says, "Why do men cheat on good women?" I was not prepared for that one.
I think that is
I
too
was not.
broad of a question to ask because each person has their own individual reasons why they cheat. And I'm not making this a women versus men thing, but just as well as men cheat on good women, good women cheat on good men. Um, and that's why I say that it's a very broad question because everybody has their own reasons. There's a list that I have friends, I know people, I've seen people talk to people who cheat, and everybody has their different reasons. It could go from attention to they just want something new to this is a coping mechanism for them.
Mm-hmm.
It's a broad question. It could be something that the good woman didn't even do to trigger it. Yeah.
Some people valid pieces of shits. Some people are, like you said. I mean, it's really no excuse for cheating in my mind. We just have a conversation, but at least have a conversation with me first. But you know, it could be like you said, a straight piece of shit, lack of attention,
Absolutely.
lack of support, lack of just anything. I mean, expectations, whatever they feel like. You know what I'm saying? So lack of accountability, it could be a few things. You know what I mean? If your partner will feel valued or some other way, or a few things, or it could be, or it could just be them. But
To the individual who asked that question, and I can't see who asked it. Thank you for your question, by the way. We do appreciate it. But
Absolutely.
one thing, if I met you in my office, the one thing that I would tell you is to stop generalizing. You know, if it's a situation that you're talking about that has to do with you, and 9 times out of 10, these questions that are asked, it has to do with you. I would tell you to elaborate. You know, so okay, so you think that you're a good woman. You know, okay, let's talk about this. Let's flesh this out. You know, why do you feel like all men, because that's how the question is asked, why do you think men, generalization, cheat on women? Period. Doesn't matter, good, bad, whatever it is. Why? Like, I'm gonna go and I'm gonna dig deep because all these generations is why most of these relationships right now are not working. You know, somebody cheated on you prior, so that means everybody else is gonna cheat on you? No. You know, so I want to kill those generalizations because it's not healthy. The stereotypes, like we just talked about, is not healthy at all. But I do appreciate your question. I don't mean to come off hard or anything of that nature. I'm just saying, for you to be in a better relationship moving forward from you listening to this, stop generalizing. Please stop doing that.
So I'm gonna go to another question by Kate Marie. Thank you. And the question is, what's the biggest green flag? That's a good question.
I've never heard that question before.
Neither. Neither. Dan, that's a good
I
one. If
like
anybody
that.
wants to hop on, please feel free. Hit the plus thing, send us an invite or whatever, and we'll bring you on and let us know what your biggest green flag is. That's a good one. Val, you want to go this one? You want to take this first? I really got to sit on this for a second.
I don't have just like a one big time green flag. I have a whole bunch.
Yeah, but what's the number one? What's the
My
first thing you
number
look for?
one,
What's the first thing you look for? Queen, no
damn,
cheating, Queen.
right? You know what? Something it came to my mind, so that's why I'm gonna say it. One of the biggest green flags that I have is gonna be only one I'm gonna say. I
She
promise.
said top three. Okay, she elaborated. Top three.
Oh, top three. Okay,
Yeah.
that makes it a little bit easier. Somebody who's able to apologize sincerely and understand why they're apologizing. Number one.
Bless
Um,
Bless
somebody
Bless you as
who's
well.
able to say, "Oh, my fault. Bless you." Yeah, I can't stand you.
I can't stand your ass.
I can't. That was number one. Number two, somebody who's able to see, Mr. L made me laugh. You're making me lose my train of thought. Okay.
Apologize.
Number two, yep. So number one was definitely apologizing. Number two, okay. Somebody who understands how to communicate and to communicate effectively. Number two, I'm red flagging there. I'm done.
Look at the queen. See, that's self-reflection. I like that.
That's man. And see, that's my third one right there.
Yep.
Somebody who's aware of their faults and they're all right with talking about it in order for them to get better. So that's my top three there. Thank you for the assist.
Nice.
So what was the question again? My bad.
The question was submitted by Katie Marie. Thank you again. Appreciate it. She said, what is the biggest green flag? And then she elaborated or amended the question and said
top three.
Top three green flags.
Yo, I feel communication, but it depends on type of communication. Communication is very broad. That shit could be positive or negative. And
that's fair.
Leave it at that. Go for it.
So, three major green flags that I look for in somebody else. That was the question, or
yeah?
Okay.
Yeah.
So the first one that comes to mind for myself is understanding. Someone who is very understanding. I'm not perfect. Don't claim to be. I fuck up. Like, I don't act like I don't. Like, it's all of that stuff. Like, I have my good and I have my bad. And sometimes I do it unknowingly, or sometimes, like, I just need somebody who understands, who can be like, even though I don't like that you did this, not saying I'm out there cheating and shit like that, but like, it can be something small. Or just whenever I express something, they may not get where I'm coming from, but they may understand. Like, okay, I understand. Like, or maybe understand is not the right word. Understanding is one, but also, what is the word? I'm drawing a blank.
You got some good ones. I see open-minded.
Mm-hmm.
I see empathy.
So empathy, man, because I'm a empathist. I think that's the term. I'm an empathist, and man, that shit is so heavy on my like soul in general. So like, two of us empathist, I'm like, damn. Hey baby, I might need to have you had a balls in this situation or something, because but no, that's great for it. But yeah, somebody who's understanding. Yeah, communication, like all the basic, yes, but that understanding factor is one big one for me. Yep, self-aware. That's great.
Ooh, financially conscious.
Gotcha.
That is a huge green flag, but at the same time, if she's not, but she's willing to work on it, I think that's the other thing. Like, someone who is willing to get better.
Yeah.
Like, we can learn together. I'm not 100% financial conscious. There are some things that I'm still working on and learning about, but I am willing to learn and do that. So, understanding someone's faults and being patient with the transition of change.
Yeah.
Those faults. Yes. changing those laws.
So let me get mine out. I think mine, if I lose it, my top three would have to be humility,
Ooh.
um, altruism. I need somebody who is altruistic as opposed to egoist.
For
It's-
those who don't know what that word is,
Altruism is somebody who does
can you
who.
use it in a sentence? I'm about to say the spelling bee. Spell it. Niggas, is really a word.
Somebody who's altruistic is somebody
Niggas
who
messing with
does
you.
something with no expectation first. The way in layman terms is somebody who do something and you
I
don't
don't expect anything
get
back.
anything in return. You're doing it
Gotcha.
just for you, free because you want to do it. And
Good
you
word.
know, now
I
some people.
appreciate that because I did
I don't
not
want
know
to get
that
into
one.
ethics. Some people argue that this feeling you good in return is that of gratitude and satisfaction. But it's an ethical argument, and we'll have that discussion later.
I agree.
I was watching a
Yeah.
movie or a show or something about that the other day where like somebody was saying, you know, that they do good but without respect, without anticipating anything in return.
It's
But
called
then the other person
unintended
was like, but
Mhm.
when you do it, what are you doing it for? And it's like to make the other person happy if I do something. So then you're expecting them to be happy. So therefore you are doing something.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, so
Yeah.
some people say, "Well, I'll do it for the goodness of me," but you receive a burst of a rush of
Something.
oxytocin. I mean, you
Yeah.
receive a feel good feeling from it. So that's what you're getting from it. Yes, but that is an unintended consequence. Do you understand my point?
Yes.
The fact that I get
Oh,
that
absolutely.
feeling is an unintended consequence. But we're getting
Yeah.
off topic. So humility, altruism.
Yep.
You know what I'm
Yep.
saying? It's a big thing for me. For me personally, I'm not sure there's even a thing, but code switch. You got to be able to code switch to deal with me. You know what I'm saying? And that's very, very, very
I get
important.
it.
And in my but in this single world, that's very hard to do. You know what I'm saying? Like to for me at least. Maybe it's where the fuck I live at, and then it's up in Jersey, up top in tri-state or whatever. But I need
You have an
some.
example?
Yeah, man, y'all know me. I mean, I'm professional, but I fucking, you know what I mean? But
But he a hood nigga at the same time.
I mean, I don't like to show myself a hood nigga. I'm just a real nigga. I'm an RM, bro. I'm an RM without taking any class.
Hey, my apologies, my good brother. My apologies. My bad. I got a hood nigga and real nigga mixed up.
Yeah, real nigga.
From the bottom of my heart, I'm sorry.
That's different.
But you absolutely right though.
But yeah, I need you to be able to talk to give the goons, but I need you to be able to also conduct yourself professional and
There we
represent
go.
as you know what I mean, as you should. You know what I'm saying? We gotta be able to move on both sides. You know what I'm saying? I think it's very, very, very important. And to me, if I see that in a woman, that shit fucking that gets me horny. That gets me erection. That right there. That's it. That's what does it.
That's fair.
Yeah, street and
book
Exactly.
smart. Yeah.
Exactly. Yes.
Crucial.
Who said a
You know?
lady in the street put a freak in the bed? Who said that?
Hey.
Who
I
said
thought
that?
that was in a song. I don't remember.
It wasn't
I
a
don't
song.
know. Right?
Ludacris.
Oh.
So that's that.
All right.
I don't know how much longer we got L here, but I do want to get to that last topic about the video.
You know what? On your screen, since you started this, right? Are
Yes.
you able? Oh, well, did you save the video though? Because if you didn't, then it's fine.
Yeah, I can save videos. It takes 2 seconds, please.
Because can I do? Oh no, that just blocks me out. Can I do it that way? Okay. Because I was just gonna let people listen to it.
Oh, you want to let people listen to it?
Yeah.
Okay, listen, I'm back. I probably got like a good 10 minutes, maybe.
All right, that's all we need. That's all we need.
That's all we need.
We're gonna let you go first.
Real quick, before we do jump to those, because we did have a question from Kate.
Yes.
Kayla, and we had those 2 questions about what if it was a guy that she was uncomfortable around? Automatically, I will make sure that she is not put in a situation to be around him, or at least even be around him alone. And if we are just so happen to be in the place together, I will be very observant, because then if it's something that's really like, if it's making her uncomfortable, I'm going to talk to my boy about it. Like, yo, hey, this is going on. I've noticed this. My girl said this. can't be having it. And then what was the second question that was up there?
What if she doesn't trust that friend? I see that there.
Oh yeah, we talked about that before on lives about partners not trusting certain
Hmm.
friends of ours. And to sum it up is as long as they trust my partner trusts me to make the right decisions or to do or say the right things whenever I am around that person or we're around that person. You know, that is the major thing is trusting that your partner is going to handle themselves, you know, accordingly around that person. But my bad. What we going
I
to?
think Slim's trying to cue it up now. While he's queuing it
Yeah.
up, you know what? I'll add a little bit to that as well too.
Mhm.
I think that's when, as a man, that's when we need to come in as protectors. You know,
Absolutely.
you don't feel comfortable around this person. Okay, now it's my job. You already feel uncomfortable. I'm not gonna try to make you feel comfortable. There's a reason why you feel uncomfortable. I feel like that's a strong word that a woman would use. So they would have whatever reason behind it. It's a valid reason. I'm not gonna question you about it. So I'm gonna try to protect you the best way that I can, make you feel comfortable because again, you're my woman. In my particular it's my wife. So I need to protect her over my friend. That's how I
A
see
hundred,
it.
Absolutely.
a hundred.
And that's for both genders, all genders, however you identify. If you come to me and say you're uncomfortable around an individual, say
But
less.
some women may feel like, well, that was my friend first before I knew you. You know what I'm saying? Some women will feel like, well, you just, you know what I mean? I've known her longer than I've known you, so therefore, you know, my loyalty is with her.
I take my L's and I keep it moving. If you feel that way,
Yeah.
All right.
There's some people that you really cannot compromise with when you feel uncomfortable with that individual and your person wants to keep talking to them. Do you? I'm not gonna
Yeah.
hold you. I gotta do
Yeah.
what I gotta do though.
usually, yeah, I tell my friends. Because I have that relationship with my friends and, you know,
Yes.
not using the term friends loosely, but I have the relationship with my friends where when we each other fuck up, like we'll call each other on our bullshit. You know, there may be some words exchanged because in the heat of the moment, depending on what the situation is. But
Mm-hmm.
I
Yep.
expect that, yo, we're gonna move on like grown men. And if it jeopardizes our friendship because you felt so strongly, like I'm still planning on being friends with you, but I need you to know that this is what I'm seeing, this is what's happening, and I can't be having it. You know,
Yep.
you do what you want with that information.
All right. L. So before
Yes.
you go, because I know you got to go, I want to get your perspective, right?
Yes.
So
All
I'm
right.
not sure if you saw the video that Val sent to the Three Guys and a Girl page. I'm going to just cue it up and play it real quick, and
Cool.
then
Because I definitely did not see it. Been on the road all day.
All shit has to align, right? And then on top of that, the dude gotta have skills. He gotta have great timing. He gotta know how to come in real slow and soft and romantic and tenderoni in the
Where
beginning,
is this going?
and then get real rapey by the end. In like a consensual way, of course. But a lot.
so
So, um,
that's a Dom.
for so real quick before we do dive into this,
Mhm.
trigger warning for anybody, the R word.
The R word.
Yes, the R word is very triggering for some, for a lot. So let's try to refrain from using the R word. So let's say that was what that I'm assuming is a comedian
Yeah.
was
Yes.
saying. Instead of using, because I know, like, I'll let you go back and ask the question, Sloan. But I know as a dom and just as a person in general, like I enjoy aggressive sex, you know,
Yeah.
and a lot of women who I attract also enjoy aggressive sex. And there is a thing such as consensual non-consent when it comes to kink, where that is, it can lead to our play. So for
Yep.
the sake of conversation, let's use aggressive
Okay, yeah,
sex.
no, definitely,
You
100%.
know,
I
That's
mean,
that's
fair.
I'm not
cool.
trying to
That's fair.
provide that, guys. It was
Yeah,
you.
no. I
Yeah.
know
Nah.
it wasn't. This is for everybody in the comments or who may go back and watch this. Um, yeah. So
hmm
your question, what's going on, Cali? OB, go ahead, Slim.
hmm
So I just want to know, like I said, and
Hmm.
if anybody wants to hop on, feel free. Is that an accurate description for, you know what I mean? First of all, she opened it up, it got cut off. She said women need to feel like aligned and everything needs to be perfect.
hmm
And then a man also needs to know how to approach coming slow, romantic, soft, caressing, and then I guess dominate or go
Is
in
it
and be aggressive.
the
Me
answer?
personally, I used to start off extremely aggressive. Like I used to, and I'm talking about recently, like just come in hard, like come in hard, bro. And then, I was told, you know what I mean, through communication and everything and being reflective, I had to change my shit up
Right.
and, you know, and change things up. Now I do get confused sometimes because, you know, you made a comment, but and by the end of it, you do want me to beat that thing down and, you know what I mean,
Hmm.
tear it to pieces, fold you like a pretzel. By the end, you want to be folded like a pretzel, but I
Right.
can't start off folding you like a pretzel. I understand that now. I didn't always understand that, and I don't begin to start folding you like a pretzel until you tell me to.
So, all right.
I'll let you lead the way. When you tell me
Sheesh.
to,
Yes.
I'll pick it up. Man,
There are
man.
multiple. There are multiple ways. So the question was, is it correct? Yes and no. It all depends on the person. It all depends on your dynamic. Like yes, if that's what she likes for herself, for them easy, cool, yes. But I do know some women, not gonna call any names out, who also might be in the comments right now. But I do know some women who straight out the gate, no, grab me by my neck, put me up against the wall, take your hand, give me a little love tap to the face, choke me to the point that I'm turning purple, might not be able to breathe, grab my hair, pull it, bend me over, spank me. Like
Yeah,
but this is also why foreplay is very much needed.
yeah,
Um, it might be my smoke. I don't know. Is it my smoke alarm? I don't know. Um, but either way, this is one of the reasons why foreplay one is very important, but also so is communication with your partner or persons or whatever, because then you're able to pick up. So say like I know women, hell, even myself, after if they've had a rough day, some of them don't want to come home and just let me ease into it, baby. Like sometimes yes, but some are just like nah, I need the shit fucked out of me, like
yeah,
because I need to release. So
yeah,
there's a lot of variables. So that's why I say yes, she is correct, and no, is she's not, because to each their own.
yeah,
And even then, it can be different each day.
Yep.
So one day your woman could want,
yeah,
okay, gently slide in, but even then, she might not even want the aggressive afterwards, but she may. But then the next day it could be, take me.
yeah,
That's all you got. Be aggressive with me. Leave
yeah.
marks. Do all these things. Yeah. So it's
I
it's
think it's a
it's
good
about
question.
knowing your dynamic with your partner and listening to what they're saying, picking up on things, or even asking questions. There's nothing wrong with
Yes.
asking questions.
Yes.
That's what
If
I said.
Yes.
if
Nothing
if
wrong with asking.
she,
Well, telling
like,
you, but some women feel like I shouldn't have to tell you, like you should just know, and I just feel
and
like
and
that's
that's some
fucking
bullshit. That's some
yeah,
bullshit.
that's
And
immature.
that's for anybody. That's for women and men. That's some bullshit.
I think that's
We're
immature.
not mind readers. Just like with everything else that goes on in
Nope.
relationships or with partners, we are not mind readers. So it is okay to ask or to vocalize that you want this. Both,
Yes.
it's two-way street. Vocalize it or ask it.
Yeah.
Like I let my woman know straight up. There is probably at the I would say 99.9% of the time I will want my dicks up. The point one
hmm
percent might be because there's like might be something going on traumatic that happens that only happens that throws you off your game. But outside of that, baby, you don't have to go if you want someone to pull it out. You have my consent for whenever. Pull the shit out.
Yeah.
I don't want to personally have to ask my partner every time to give me a head. But at the same time, I don't want them to have to wait for me to ask. If they feel like they want to give me a head, boom. Because vice versa, we might be chilling on the couch and I just get the urge to, hey, I want to eat some pussy. Or
And I'm
start. it's all about understanding the dynamic, communicating these things, um, asking those questions, starting that foreplay and conversation through text message or whatever it is. If y'all aren't near each other, have that conversation. Pick up on at that point. You should know about your partner a little bit. Pick up on when
Conversation Wednesdays.
there you go. So
It is Wednesday.
that's just
It's
my
Wednesday.
spill. I'm gonna have to when I get back at it. I'm gonna have to do an episode on it. But
What?
yeah,
Conversation
it's
Wednesday?
Put us on the
Conversation
episode.
Wednesday, but also everything else, like the knowing what your partner,
Can we work?
wants and needs. And we're gonna get your Conversation Wednesday. Don't worry, dog. We're gonna
Yeah,
get
can we
you.
work?
Yeah, we're gonna make it happen. We're gonna make it happen. So, but yeah, that's my spill on it.
Oh, Val, you like the text game? Do you be on the sex meme wars?
That'll be on the
Bitch,
section.
you
Go
know
ahead, Val.
sex
Go
meme
ahead.
wars, yo, that shit used to hit hard back in the day. You should keep a nigga ant from work.
Listen,
Get little erection scrubs, yo, nigga, what?
I
Middle of
love
the
to
day, I loved it.
communicate. That's the
Val,
number one thing. I am a
Val
big
be at work.
communicator. So I will ask my questions. I will tell you what's up. I think people need to ask their questions, like Mr. L said. Ask your questions. I ask a ton of questions. That's how we learn. That's how I learn. Damn it! Like if you
If I'm
mind
asking,
readers
that
out
means I
there,
care. I really care.
oh my God, say it again, Slim. Come on.
If I'm asking, I mean I care. It's facts, man. Like I'm truly, I genuinely. Listen, man. I don't got much breath in me. You feel what I'm saying? Smoke weed and shit. I don't got much breath in me. Okay. Like no, I'm in the gym every day, but I don't got much breath in me. Like I choose my words very, very carefully, very carefully.
Yep.
So if I'm choosing to really take the time and waste my breath and ask you a question, I really want to know. Like I'm really genuine. I don't really believe in rhetorical questions. I really don't.
That is also
Ask them questions.
you want to. That consent is big, even if you've been having sex with your partner for years. They
Yep.
may not be in the mood for something right then and there. It doesn't take. It's not like, oh, we have to sit down and have a full blown conversation about it and da da da. Like, ask the question. If they say no, you find out what they're looking for. Ask them, what is all right, babe, what can I do for you then? What's up? And even being a dom, that is very important as well to know with your submissive, because even your submissive is they're still a person, you know.
Yes.
And they are their own person. Whether you own them, call it them, they belong to you, master slave, dom sub, platonically, relationship wise, whatever it is. Like ultimately, they're still their own person. So you need to know, because subs do, just like being their own person, there may be something that they're not cool with, or they're not okay with, or don't want to do in that moment. You know,
Yeah.
and you have to understand all right, this isn't her being disobedient. This is like her, okay, she's really like not fucking with this.
Yeah.
She got her own boundaries too. That's all it is.
So yeah, that communication part. Yeah, but ultimately to that clip, again, I know some women who just want you to go in there, yo, rip my fucking stockings, leggings, drawers off, stuff them in my mouth, choke me, push my head into the pillow so I don't breathe, and pile drive me through the mattress.
I think consent is very big. Like she said,
Without consent I wouldn't even say it's very big. Consent is consent. You
it's
can't do
consent,
shit
exactly.
without it.
Yeah, you can't do
You
shit,
know.
right? But if you asking, so you won't get charged, you're absolutely right. And I'm so fucking paranoid by this that I've lost on tons of pussy, because if I don't get like full consent, you need to verbally tell me.
And you know what, Slim?
I am. I won't even go in there and kiss you, dog. I told you I'll come halfway. I'll come 75. I'll come 95. But I need you to put your lips on mine, or you know what I mean? Because
And so,
yo, bro, I'm not.
hey,
nah.
I'd rather miss out on pussy than catch a charge or something because I thought
And not be sure. Exactly. I'd rather
I'm
miss
okay
out on
with that.
pussy and have you call me and be like, yo, what happened? Or talk shit
Yes.
like, it ain't work. Do whatever.
Okay,
Say,
well then shoot.
hey,
Well,
make
next time I
yourself
know
feel
now.
better.
All right.
Yeah,
That's it.
at least that way,
But-
when you let me know, then now we're communicating.
But
Now
also,
we're communicating, and I can establish up the right way. Now we can do it the right way. You feel me?
but
Like,
also in that moment of like going in for a kiss, I'm gonna challenge you. If you go halfway, because some people, but in this situation, since it's us, some women will they just want to see how far you're gonna go with it. Let me see, because some do like an aggressive man to make that move. So just go that halfway. If she don't come, if she's still looking at you, just slide in there, just like so, just like say some slick smooth shit. Like you can ask her like, oh, is this too close? Like, you good? Or you want me to come a little bit closer? Pick up on the signs. If she, she nod her head or like,
It's like
going
Yeah.
smile, whatever.
Yeah. Yeah.
if she go halfway and I go halfway, then we all the way.
Yeah, I like the tension. I do like the tension. I do believe in sexual tension. For me, that's like a form of foreplay for me. I didn't realize that shit until like more recently in life.
That's fair.
Give me that tension. Let's build that thing.
Tension of like sexual building and shit for me is it's a form of foreplay. It's a form of non-physical foreplay. You know what I
And
mean?
it doesn't. And like for myself, it doesn't always have to be the nude sending or sexting. Like give me some fire. Talk about shit. No, okay. I'm gonna talk about
Text game.
You got that down pack, Val, huh?
That's all it.
Yeah.
According to the
Put them
wife.
fucking. Well, you never get on phrase in them thumbs. Put them shits to work.
I don't know what you're talking about, but yeah.
Where's the damn road to
Attention
when you had to
builds
jump on the line? She'll tell us.
I would have
Should've got
asked her
on the line
to, but because she's right here, it's gonna mess up the whatever.
I got you.
All right, listen, this is the last opportunity. We got about 4 minutes left.
4
Anybody
minutes.
want to say anything real quick? Shout yourself out. Comment on
Real
tonight's
quick.
live. Talk some shit with
Anything.
about next
Yeah.
week, 2 weeks. Y'all can say something, hit the button or comment or whatever.
Hey,
I'll tell you
Slim,
something.
I'm
Go ahead.
and even Val, I don't know, Val, I got a personal question for you, I guess, kind of. You can choose
Sure.
to answer it or not. Do you send like news to the wifey?
Oh, we got one.
Yeah.
Okay. I would challenge something I did. Like I was bored one day. I took it and combined like all my nut videos and made it into like a movie.
So I'm not gonna try. I ain't gonna lie to you. I tried to do the
Hey.
busted. I tried to do the busted challenge. I did. Wait, it's a lot harder.
I told y'all I won $500 off that.
Yeah, I know you want $500. Listen, I know.
One
It's
of
a
my
lot
proudest
harder.
moments. Man.
It's a lot harder than hold on, we're gonna bring another fella in here. OB. It's a lot harder than yeah.
Oh, Embry was asked who I sent it to. Oh, nobody. It's still sitting in my.
Oh, you
in my
could get it.
photo gallery.
You could get it because this thing has been pulled out the archives.
I don't know how I feel about you being on right now. I'll say that.
We got the brother.
I don't know how I feel
Oh,
about
what took
that.
you so long to get in here?
So,
Man? What took you so long?
No. Disclaimer to everybody that's in this chat right now. Anything that this man says regarding Val, okay, it is not true.
I don't know any Val. I don't have any details on Val.
Appreciate
I know
it.
Shadow Black, however.
Yeah, niggas look alike.
What about a Damian Prescott?
You know Damian Prescott? You know Damian Prescott?
We left Damian Prescott in Atlantic City.
Oh shit!
We haven't gone back yet to go get him.
Yep. I like that. Nicely put. We never went back to go get him. I can't.
Yo, Val about to be a savage now too, son.
Val, listen, if there's anything I appreciate about Val, hi Miss T. Oh snap! Look at Vic joined in. I'll say this. Damian Prescott came out of influence of Val. Shadow Black has been around since high school, and a lot of the things that I've refined and learned has been from watching and observing Val.
Gotcha.
So
Gotcha.
I think
All right. What was you talking about before? I forgot what we was talking about.
what was it?
What's your question?
Was it the hard limits question or something else?
Nah.
The video from earlier?
I was talking about the.
I forgot.
I don't.
You said
remember.
we had a question.
We was talking about the busted video.
Oh yeah.
That shit, like I said, that shit's a lot harder than fucking.
It's. I like movie production. Like if it was up to me, I'd be a producer of some music videos, like movies, whatever. If Patreon or OnlyFans will allow you to
Oh, dude, he sent nudes.
Yeah, that was the question for Val.
That's what it was.
And then royalty, you could have just answered that.
Yeah, you could just answer that shit. Do you send nudes?
Me?
I hope you do. Do you send nudes, Val?
I answered earlier.
He said
I do.
I bet, yeah. You hit her
So a
with
couple
surprise
things real quick.
work day surprise.
So a couple things when it comes to that real quick. I'll tell y'all to do.
What's the
Just to
consent?
spice things up in the bedroom with your woman or women,
Yes.
whatever. I don't know, Obi, what's your situation? You married, Obi?
I'm
Or you got
dating
a girl?
somebody.
You dating
I'm
somebody?
dating
Cool,
somebody.
even
Yeah.
better. So
That's
keep
long.
things
That's
like a
long.
little interesting. So one, use it, nigga. Um,
Yup.
we may have
Yup.
to do another live with Obi on. Let's switch over in about
I'm with
10
it.
minutes and just do this Obi and Val live. I'm with this.
I'm with it, man.
Oh man, I don't even think we got enough time now. It's 9:31.
No,
Look, she
that's
said,
fair.
like movie. I just don't know what the consent is when it comes to dick pics because
You
So
don't send it
my
unless y'all
past,
talk
I
my
about it
didn't
rule
or
of thumb
ask
has
it.
give.
always been after a year,
What?
because here's the thing, right?
I'm
For my lifestyle, so
but a
my
year.
life,
What's the point of sending a dick pic? I don't got it.
because here's the thing, my lifestyle
We could have been
is one
talking
of those
3
things
years.
where I was dating for a while, so like I would just, like, 3 months here, 4 months there, and nothing serious. So for me, and the way in which I'm moving, it's like after a year, it's like, all right, cool, I can trust that like it ain't gonna get out into the atmosphere, because for me it's an intimate thing, vice versa. So any gift that's given to me is like, yo, if a
Okay.
woman is comfortable and confident enough to share her news with me, I have to honor that. So none of my boys will ever see it.
Good.
Nobody's gonna see it, and so it's vice versa though, because that's we don't have breasts that are seen as like an alluring item. You know what I mean? The only thing that's alluring is our cock. So it's just like, all right, at the end of the day, that's something
Not the
that
cock.
is.
Cut Obi off. He come out here talking cock.
Oh
You
yeah,
ain't
we
like that.
don't
Cut him
use that
off.
word. I forgot. All right, sorry.
Cut it
All
off.
right, my apologies.
Some dick.
Johnson. I said Johnson. All right, my
Some dick.
apologies. We vulgar. All right, cool. Listen, I'm trying to be
Nigga,
respectful.
you've seen our lives, dog. What you mean?
You're right. You're right.
We have Slim.
Um,
Come on, we got Slim.
You got that. But nah, at the end of the day, it's that's a and as much as men try to pretend, it's an insecurity for us. Because not everyone's packing the way in which most women desire. And for me, like, I'm grateful for what I got, but I'm not cocky about it. So at the end of the day, it's one of those things where it's just like I don't trust and I don't want my business out there. So it all depends on the level of the level of like wildness that I am with the woman. Because most
So
women aren't.
if I send a dick pic out and that shit get out and it don't go to the professional side, it stay like within like the world that I operate in, I don't give a fuck. I really don't. Now I would never like send another chick's dick. Wow, that's gross. Another chick's fucking like nudes out to like the homies and shit. I would never ever do that. Like that's like I feel like I said that's charges all types of shit. I don't trust other niggas really. I'm a genuine nigga, but I don't trust other niggas. You know what I'm saying? To have the same level of respect and
So
moral.
real quick, I'm gonna go after you, Slim.
If anybody got like a picture of my dick out there in the world and they share it, I know it's out there, and they share it, I don't really care. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
All right. So real quick, and then I'm gonna jump off. And I'll
Mhm.
probably be in the comments or something if y'all still going. But when it comes to sending a dick pic, one, you do not do it without consent. Even
Yes.
if you've sent one before, it's still good to double check to ask. Or to make sure. Yeah, honestly, I don't really send dick pics. I send nut videos. That's my thing.
Yo,
I fuck a dick pic.
women prefer that.
I know
Regardless
that
Yeah,
was
of
a
they
thing,
anything
absolutely do.
else.
bro.
Yo,
Nah,
women
man,
like
that's
you don't send a dick pic. If anything, ask for permission first and send another video.
I
I
didn't
put it this
know. I
way.
didn't know. I'm new to this shit.
Man,
I'm
I
new to
could.
this.
All right. So I'm gonna give my little spill with it. But yes.
With the sound on, yeah, Carlina.
So that's the thing. So like myself, I'm an exhibitionist. I like to be watched. I like to be looked at, and it also goes to my praise. Can you tell me how good much it looks? That you enjoy? Because I know
I
like
felt that race.
my. I'm not gonna sit here and I'm gonna toot my own horn. My shit's be amazing. And especially, and I'm just saying that's what reviews say.
Yeah.
But like, so
It's
one.
not my opinion. It's the view of the world. It is.
So one, my dick is on Twitter floating around because of the busted challenge. I mean, there were votes that were cast in order for there to be a winner. So boom. But also like once I send it out, I don't send it to people who like I don't trust.
Yes.
For the most part. So if there's something, one, I make sure that I don't put my face in it, but also if I do, it's to someone that I do trust. But outside that, like I had someone not recently, but over the past few months, tell me like, yo, she sent it to like one of her friends because like one of her friends complaining about how the quality of it isn't that great anymore and this, that, the other. And so she showed her mine because
I'm sorry, what?
Yeah, it's kind of like networking a dick, kind of. She showed her friend, her homegirl, that that there are good. I'm giving hope to the world, that there are good nut videos out there still. Um, but like I didn't mind it because again, I like being watched. I don't think any
Yeah,
harm was coming from it.
I'm point on.
But then even outside of that, if you want somebody to see it that bad, what you should do is one, either start an OnlyFans and just make it free and advertise that you have that out there. Secondly, you can make, again, like I get it. I don't share what is sent to me, but once it leaves me, I have no control over what happens to that. That is also the risk that you get with sending news. That's
Yeah.
why it's very particular who you send them to. However, but again, like I said, mine is already out there for the world to see, kind of.
I just gotta say for one time, I never told you this, but I know somebody on Twitter, right? Who I met who I never said I'll see you, blah 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 blah. Like,
They said something wrong.
yeah, I will talk about that later, but word from
In the
so
group
people
chat.
out there
Oh
that ain't
man.
bullshitting on Twitter. But
Yeah, but
yeah,
so either
bro.
way,
So I guess
so
that
yeah,
video is that.
yeah, and then like I said, if you because like I have a burner account for my Twitter where I might post some news here and there, but it's only to the people that I allow in it. I have like a pretty safe community in there, and I advertise like, yo, if you want to, like, if I fuck with you and I'm okay with you seeing, then cool, go ahead, jump in. But then also creativity is also going to be another episode that I do on how to take good news. If you're gonna send a
Lighting
dick
is
pic, I'm gonna
key.
tell you lighting is key, but also
Lighting
coconut
is key.
oil or baby oil because it adds a nice little glisten, and the sound effect is great as well. Women love to hear that imitation of their pussy. The oil and the coconut oil, the baby oil are the best two things to do it. What's the other thing? If you are going to send a dick pic, this is what I would do. Take the video of your nut video, then screenshot the portion of it where you ejaculating and send it to her as a teaser. Oh, you got to earn this, or you got to do this to get the video, or that to get the video. There's ways that you can play around with it. Same thing like your camera roll. If you got like your little hidden album, screenshot it. Be like, yo, we got everybody for the most part got iPhones. We can play this little iMessage game. If you win, you get to pick a video or a picture, and I'll send it to you. Also, what is really cool recently that I've been on, boomerangs. There's a boomerang app. The free one, though, you can only use like once a day unless you delete the app and download it again. But if you do that, select like 3 seconds of a nut video. If your shit shoot out and then it draws right back into the dick, I guarantee you she'll like it. It's creative, it's fun, it's funny, all of it. So I say that, y'all, it's been a pleasure. I'm Mr. L. I will holler at y'all later.
How you gonna end this like that, bro?
Right.
You can't end this with the motherfucking boomerang nut video.
My guy just
You got my
dropped the
mind
mic
all
like
fucking
that.
blown.
Yo, honestly, you gotta build a story with it. I realize that you gotta kind of create the anticipation. You gotta like.
Yo, this nigga said you could fucking do it. That's wild.
Yeah,
I'm surprised Instagram ain't kick us off. Damn, we still going strong.
I'm happy. I'm happy.
So I gotta say one thing, all right? Anybody who follow me, I'm Slim Stay Ski Man. Please go follow me on IG on our Three Guys and a Girl page. It's at Slim Stay Ski Man on IG. Anybody who follows me, I just want to take the second and address a post that I made last week. It could have been taken out of context, I think. I made a comment and it was pretty much about people's appearance and bathing suits. And I just want to say I was not trying to fat shame or make fun of anybody. The essence of my post is really about just being a good person and about imperfections. And if you have these imperfections, you shouldn't demoralize, or I understand you're confident in shit and you have this level of confidence, but you shouldn't demoralize or be condescending or talk down to somebody because your confidence is up here and you feel like, because we all got shit we can work on. So that's what I meant, and that was that. I don't want to really
asked, what was the comment?
I don't want to go back into the comment, you know what I'm saying? I just wanted to speak on it for those who did see. If you didn't see it, then good. You know what I mean?
Hey, listen, you learn from it. You're coming out. You're saying something about it right now. That's all that matters.
Yeah.
You know what that's called?
It's like
Growth.
Yeah. I got a green thumb anyway, man.
What's up, Sheila? Thanks for joining.
Check it out. Fellas, I got to wrap it up because I got to go.
Mm-hmm.
tomorrow, and I'm gonna in honor of y'all. I'm gonna eat this Haitian food that here for me.
You about to love it.
So you know what I'm saying? It looks like some black rice. Y'all eat black rice, right?
Yep.
Yeah. What he said. What he said. No, I appreciate that.
Wait, it's your birthday?
Let me close out. Huh?
It's your birthday?
No, hell no.
Oh no, it's one of Mr. L's family members.
His birthday. Oh yeah. So let me just close out real quick for everybody. I'm the Genuine Savage. I'm Slim Stay Scheming on Instagram, representing Three Guys and a Girl. Obviously, AJ, Mr. L, he just left us. AJ had a little situation. She couldn't be with us tonight. But please, everybody, go follow us. Go follow our YouTube page. And, every other Wednesday we do this live. And, that's that. You ever got any discussions y'all want to say, feel free to hit any one of us up individually. Or you can hit up the Three Guys and a Girl page as well. And contact. If y'all want to have a question, need some advice, y'all want to talk about something, y'all want to hear some shit. Every so often we do question and answers where we take questions from everybody else. Just check us out. And I'm also representing, 973 Vibes, the homies out here in Jersey. Go check them out on all streaming platforms, Audible, Apple Music, Spotify, YouTube, everything. And check out the Spiritual Tip on all streaming platforms as well. Oh, yes, shout out to Spicy Studios. I'm going to a live event with them up in Brooklyn.
Hey.
Oh my God. This Saturday. It's going to be my first live event. So I'm really excited about that. Go to my first party, see what it's about.
Word.
Thank you, Ola. Appreciate it. Try to be lit.
And everyone else that's here. Like we always say, thank you for joining the live. Thank you for the conversation. Thanks for the comments, the questions, all that good stuff. We really appreciate it. We had a lot of conversation today and people coming up. So thank you guys for coming up, for not being shy and all that good stuff and adding to the conversation. If you have questions for Mr. L, hit up Mr. L. Mr. L, your DM's about to be full.
Yeah, Mr. L, put your oh, well, never mind. I was gonna say something real retarded, but
no, you're good. But yeah, everybody that already knows and people that don't know, Val, Love Lessons by Val. What I aim to do is to help you guys cultivate the healthy dating and relationship lives that you all deserve. I do sessions, solos, couples, understanding your dating scene, whatever it is. DM me. Nothing's under the table. All I ask is that you come ready to do the work. Also have the podcast, all streaming platforms, the intricacies of dating and relationships. Please follow, listen, tell me what you think. That's it.
OB, want to introduce yourself?
What's going on, y'all? My name is Obi. I go by Obi Boston. I am the owner and founder of the Corner 345, a marketing company that specializes in bringing out the impact that you have as a person in your business and showing how that business and that impact can actually become a healing point for people. I predominantly do photography at the current moment and do marketing strategy, have videography, and I also have audio commercial services as well. I love the city of Boston. I'm from the 617. So if you got anything going on in the city, best believe that I can help plug you in. Definitely want to show people because a lot of people have been like, oh, Boston is whack. And it's like, y'all been hitting them with, it's because your mindset's like that. There's a lot of resources, a lot of opportunities, a lot of chances in the city. You just got to give it a chance. And also you got to actually take the steps towards getting yourself in front of these things because Boston is a dope place and we have a lot of spaces in which we can be in. So definitely stop hesitating. If you have any questions, reach out to me directly or reach out to one of these guys to connect with me and we can build together. If you're not from Boston and you're trying to figure out what's popping in Boston, feel free to hit my DMs and I can direct you towards what's going on and where to go. And if I don't know, I know the people who do.
Check it out.
Boom.
Appreciate that. Appreciate that. Who the hell? Oh, there's somebody else. That's really it. All I got to say is fuck the Patriots and
Fuck
the Patriots. And I was told Slim
We
got to go to Boston. Apparently, me and L.
Oh yeah, for sure.
We do because we got to make
For sure.
I'm with it.
For sure.
Yeah, well, it's funny. I was at a Crown concert last night, right? And me and Shorty, we dancing in the aisle right before we walk into like the stadium where the seats is. We just dancing. He's playing some throwback. I think what's he playing? Tevin Campbell, right? We dancing in the aisle, right? This chick comes to me. She go, "You from Boston?" I was like, "Nah, how's the hell not from Boston?" I said, "What make you say that?" She goes, "Oh, because the way you dancing." I ain't know
We got the best dancers out here.
Baltimore. Oh, never mind.
Oh, we got the best dancers out here.
She didn't say
Regardless.
Boston.
Nah.
She said Baltimore.
Damn. I was
You
gonna
heard
say, oh, she's
Boston.
giving you a compliment, but now she said Baltimore. I'm like, oh, I don't know if that's a compliment anymore. I don't know, man. It is what it is. It is what it is.
I heard Boston. Yeah, I read.
All right, I'll get my score real quick. Mr.
Go ahead,
L,
go
the
ahead.
host of From the Mind of Mr. L podcast, where we discuss kinks, sex, topics revolving around it. Like I said, kinks, toys, love lessons, relationships, things that you don't think go inside of sex or have something to do with sex, but it does. Y'all can follow me at From the Mind of Mr. L on Instagram. The link is in my bio. And yeah, also remember, make sure you're good. Check on your strong friends. Check on your friends in general. Everybody's going through something for the most part. Even if some of us don't want to claim that we are. So it's always good to check on your people and other people. Yeah, y'all don't come acting off my DMs, please. I am a wholesome young man. The compassionate Dom, the sensual say this Southern Gem to sprinkle of filth.
I'm out, guys.
Peace. Have a good night, yo.
Peace, guys.
Peace.